Allow me to introduce Jeannie, an adorable chihuahua of approximately 3 years old, who arrived at the shelter as a stray. This little pup has been through some tough times, and unfortunately, his experience at the shelter only increased his fear and anxiety. The first meeting with Jeannie. It was a rainy and gloomy afternoon when I received the call for help. Jeannie was found in serious condition, chained in freezing weather, emaciated and terrified of people. His condition was heartbreaking. He was shaking with fear, hiding in the corner of the shelter and refusing to move. His situation was so desperate that the shelter decided to only make him available to a specialized rescue organization. Arrival at the shelter. On the first day after her rescue, Jeannie hid in the corner of the wall, shaking in fear. It was clear he had experienced significant trauma. His look, a mixture of despair and hope, was heartbreaking. No one knew exactly what he had faced, but it was clear that Jeannie had not received the love and care he deserved. First interaction with the driver. When the shelter handler tried to approach, Jeannie retreated further into the corner of the kennel. His eyes expressed deep fear. The driver used a towel to cover him, which helped Jeannie relax a little. Even so, he was clearly overwhelmed. The handler then carried Jeannie to the assessment yard, as he was not yet trained to walk on a leash. Jeannie's behavior during the assessment. In the yard, Jeannie kept her distance, moving away whenever the driver approached. His body was tense, with his tail curled and his eyes worried. When the driver began to stroke his head, Jeannie kept her eyes focused on the driver's hand, but showed no aggression, just discomfort. During inspection of his mouth and ears, Jeannie showed no resistance, but it was clear that he was extremely uncomfortable. Need for socialization and progress. Jeannie was then taken back to the kennel to avoid further stress. It was clear that he would greatly benefit from increased socialization and a calm, patient approach. Over the next few days, Jeannie began to show small signs of progress. On the second day, he was still very scared and avoided all human contact. On the third day, Jeannie started eating more and seemed a little calmer. Advances in Jeannie recovery. On the fourth day, significant progress occurred. Jeannie allowed himself to be touched for the first time. This was a big step for him, showing that he was starting to trust the people around him. By the seventh day, Jeannie was almost unrecognizable. He was eating well, his tail was starting to wag, and he even allowed some cuddles and kisses. Adoption and transformation of Jeannie. As time passed, Jeannie gained 1.5 kilograms and her health improved dramatically. After 30 days, we had the joy of seeing Jeannie adopted by a loving family. At first, he was still shy, but with patience and love, he turned into a happy and confident dog. His new family, Luis and Danielle, opened their hearts and home, providing Jeannie with the love and security he always deserved. Conclusion and acknowledgments. Jeannie now lives a life full of happiness and love. He overcame his fears and learned what it means to be loved. Jeannie's transformation is a testament to the power of patience, love, and dedication. We are deeply grateful to everyone who supported Jeannie on his journey, especially Luis and Danielle for giving him a second chance at life. Thank you everyone for your continued support and love for animals in need of loving homes.